Our talk after the game, no secrets here. I'm as transparent as there is anybody in probably sports. You can imagine how upset I was. I have to. But I don't think you'll know why I was upset. It wasn't based on statistics. Is that me?
No, you want me
Yeah.
one?
It wasn't based on statistics. It wasn't based on the score. We cheated ourselves. And I'm coaching 15 incredible young men. That's my job. I can't let them cheat themselves from being the best they can possibly be. And they did. Why? It's not perfect. But they deserve so much credit for their response. This crowd was incredible. I was on a staff with Kevin Willard and Mick Cronin, two pretty darn good basketball coaches. That's UCLA and Seton Hall. We used to meet every morning, 6 o'clock. If Coach P got there at 6:20, we were ready. If he got there at 7, we were ready. But that was year after year after year of meeting. And that staff that I have in there is incredible. It's incredible. Because you don't do what we just did without, first of all, incredible young men and just managing every single 4-minute war, possession by possession. They went 1-3-1. We had never seen, we prepared for 1-3-1, but we had never seen Stetson. They were changing to 2-3. They were changing to man. Players deserve so much credit. And if they learn a lesson that in this program, we're never going to allow them to cheat themselves on or off that court, at the end of the day, they're going to be better for it. Go ahead, guys.
Well, Scott, I think this game serves the mantra of it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And, Stetson got off to that fast start, but then you all came back. I think you all started off like 21-9, something like that in the second half to finally climb back in it. You say all the time, caring is a talent. How much of that was, caring, playing for pride, and just, and even at what point did the guys kind of figure, hey, we can finally get back in and win this?
Well, first of all, to answer your question, it's all of the above. all your scenarios, it's all of the above. I'll choose all. We kind of plotted a course at the under 8 timeout in the first half of kind of where we wanted to go. And we finally won one of the 4-minute segments. We won it 4-2 down the stretch in the first half. But then the second half, it was about defense, and defense created offense. I can say this: I've never coached a team that shot 25 times and made 21 of them. I've never done that in my life. That is a guy. So all you do is clap and celebrate them. They were 21 for 25. Wow. I mean, Jonathan, you're younger. Eric, have you ever seen anything like that?
I was going to ask you, I know you've been a part of some big comebacks, and of course, coaching with Coach Pitino, that was kind of commonplace. He didn't care what the score was at halftime or anything else, but I can't remember any while you were there that, were 20 down to 11 at the end. I mean, in a single half. That doesn't happen often.
Well, I could take you in the locker room. They did the most talking in that. I mean, I let it be known how I felt. They did the most talking. And then they let their play talk the second. But you see them celebrating each other. It's just a special. Yeah, it really is.
Do you worry at all about, I mean, obviously you do, you don't want to be down double digits, and even if you can come back, but how much, I'm sure they're looking at it too, what do we need to do early to stay, play our game a little better?
Well, a week ago on Friday night, we were 27 up at halftime, 4 minutes into the second half at Florida Gulf Coast. You know, but to answer your question, Eric, yes, I worry about everything. I mean, you know me well enough. If you think you can single out one thing I'll worry about, wrong, because we're going to worry about everything. I thought our late game execution was incredible. Our press offense, you know, we didn't get very many free throw attempts, but our execution in terms of getting the ball in, not turning it over was solid. We'll score that grade at. If you really want to get technical, the difference in the second half was we went inside out the whole half. We went inside out, and we really got great shots and great shooters. When you get shots you practice, you should expect them to go in. You practice them. That's what this program's built on.
Scott, I want to go back to. Oh, sorry, Eric, you had something.
Go ahead.
Well, Scott, I want to go back to a theme that we've talked about, since the season started, the journey of, this first D1 season. This weekend you saw your team overcome not one, but two deficits. Second one bigger than the first. Seeing that as a coach, what does it mean to you to see your team take that next step of growth and display the type of mental toughness and, and grit that was required to even, do those types of things this weekend?
Jonathan, that's a hard thing to answer, because obviously I'm proud of it. I got a text yesterday that I shared with our team. Mark Bell played for me at Ballard High School. He's 49 years old. He was the 18th of 18 brothers and sisters. And he wrote me a very long text. And he thanked me. He's 49 years old. And he said, I'm following every dribble, coach. And he kept referring to me. He said, thank you. And I'm not going to apologize, get emotional. He didn't have to do that.
You don't have to apologize.
But when I shared it with the team, I don't think they'll ever question how passionate the staff is about them and everything. We just spent 5 minutes in here talking about COVID-19 tonight. We had to. But they know we care. That was Mark Bell. Eric remembers him playing in high school. I was doing a blood drive for the National Honor Society, and I hadn't finished yet. They had took the thing out of my arm. I had to go get him out of class and tell him his dad died. Take him home. He's 49 years old. And on a Friday afternoon, sends his coach a text. I'll send it to y'all. I'll send it to both of them. I don't mind you reading.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
If we get a chance to impact lives, that's our job. These young guys just went 21 for 25 and a half of Division I basketball. And we were 20 down with 19 to go. I hope they realize they can do anything if they answer the challenge. And I'm talking about on and off that court.
All right. Well, I know I'm not supposed to be a fan, but just based on what we saw this evening, well done.
Thank you. When I come back up from radio, I'll send you all that text. I'll send it to you.
A lot of times you make a run like that, you've been pressing and turned somebody over and gotten a lot of easy stuff. And that wasn't, you just beat them in the half court defensively. You did get a lot of layups in that second half, just some ball movement. And Dylan made some really good one-on-one drives and some other guys were, but that was not a shortcut type of, it was 32-10 in the last 12 and a half minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I just knew the 19 under. But, again, Eric, I know it sounds easy, but they deserve so much credit. I mean, these guys deserve. Uh, it's all about them. It's all about them, and it should be. It's exactly how it should be. You agree?
Yeah, yeah. Frame that shot chart. There's a lot of solid circles.
Well, first of all, Dylan, you did you all had a hard task tonight, you know, coming back the way you did against Stetson, but you all finished up and did it. You know, how were you all able to find what you all needed to get up to overcome, you know, the 20-point deficit, you know, the way you all did in that second half?
We got a lot of upperclassmen on this team. It's just a matter of staying poised and staying calm. You know, we said there's no 19, 20-point shot. So it's just chipping away possession by possession. And, you know, just doing what we're taught to do and just staying calm and confident the whole way.
Your coach says that, you know, your locker room cares a lot. You know, how much of the second half was you all caring, playing for pride, and at what point did it become, I guess, real that, you know, we can come back and we can get these guys?
The whole way we were thinking about we can get these guys. Like our team, we never feel like we're out of a fight because we're gonna fight to the very end no matter what. Like we said in every huddle, we got to stay together, and that's the only way you're gonna win games. I feel like we're one of the most together groups around, and I feel like if we stay that way, we can keep competing with anybody.
All right, and that you know, as the game closed up, you had I don't know how many, but you had a good chunk of the night's points as the game came to a close, kind of playing a little bit of a closer role. Is that something that you like do? You make a decision to do, or is it just something that is like, okay, I'm hot right now. I'll just go ahead and keep on taking my shot if I get it.
I'm just playing basketball. If somebody else had the hot hand, I would have gave them the ball. It was just I found a way to get the ball in the hole a couple times, and people got me the ball in good spots.
All right. Well, after going through a weekend where you all put together two comeback wins, you know, has there been like a big lesson, a big takeaway, or if you could maybe name this weekend a chapter in a book or something, you know, what would the theme of this weekend be that you all are going to take with you?
Just be more consistent and stay true to what we do. Whenever we try to, you know, go away from the game.
Pedro, first of all, congrats on the win.
Thanks, man.
You know, during you all's run to get back into it, you had to drive inside the paint here. I think you finished the contact. You know, you just kind of you're on the floor. It didn't look like you were hurt, but it was just kind of like an emotional, like, you know, feeling of, you know, getting that shot to go and then going to the line, knowing that we're right there. You know, where did you all find whatever you needed in the reservoir to do as you did this afternoon or this evening to come back like you did?
It's tough, man. It's a compliment to the guys that we have, man. We put in so much work each and every day, early mornings, late nights. And, you know, we've had 2 slow starts, but we persevered and stuck to what we do best. And it's, you know, been helpful for us. And we know we have guys that can shoot and make plays. So as long as we do what we do, we know guys are going to knock down shots and things could go our way.
All right. If, you know, what was kind of the key tonight behind, you know, the slow start? I know they had the kid Smith come off the bench. He had like 16 the first half, and then they were just they were hot from 3 again to start. But what was kind of, you know, missing for you all in that first half?
Honestly, I think it started on the defensive end. They kind of out-toughed us early on as far as on the backboard, and defensively we weren't getting the shooters. You know, they hit like two or three threes in a row, and that really hurt us. It dug us a deep hole, and like I said, they killed us on the backboard. Smith had a big game, and it all came down to that. You know, boxing out, going and get the rebounds, and sticking to shooters, and having great ball containment.
Okay, and you know, if you had to, you know, this weekend you all put together two comeback wins. You know, showing a lot of growth and progress at this point in the season. If you could just had either a theme or like a chapter name or something that you all will remember from this weekend and take with you moving forward, you know, what would that be?
Perseverance, fighting. That's all we did this weekend. It was huge for us. And now tomorrow we rest up and get back to it on Monday, and from there on out, we from here on out, we know conference play gets tougher as time goes on, and we got to continue to take things one game at a time and continue to work and continue to improve and get better each and every day.
All right. Well, congrats.
Thank you, man.
You guys played the last 10 minutes of this game without missing a shot. I think you were 12 of your last 12. Was there any kind of feeling after this game, you come from 20 down, you win by 11, that it was more than just, it's kind of something special to have been a part of that half of basketball? That's probably, if coach could draw it up, except for being down 20, that's what he'd like to see.
For sure. It is honestly, when we got in the locker room, coach brought it up to us. He was like, you know how many shots we missed that second half? And he said 4. And we all kind of like looked around, we didn't really realize it, heat of the moment. But it was amazing. Like I said earlier, it's just a testament to the guys and the work that we put in, man. We have a great group of guys and we work so hard each and every day, man. So I think we deserved those type of shooting nights because we work on it so hard.